Hi ladies and gentlemen, back again. Yeah, I am on a tear, or whatever term you want to use here. This is Bathrobe Chronicles number, let me see, 85. And if you've watched more than a couple of these things, you know one of my favorite things, of course, is energy healing. And a few videos back, I had mentioned Reiki, and that Dr. Oz was catching some heat from the medical community for these whack job beliefs that he has. Anyway, this is, yes, from the internet, so you know it must be true. But I downloaded this from the internet, and this is another type of energy healing. And bear with me, I'm going to read this to you. Please, bear with me. For those of you who don't know a lot about energy healing, the long and the short of it is real simple. They claim that we have this universal life energy flowing through our body. It gets jammed up, and what they're going to do, the healers, they're going to come in and unjam it or give us some more energy, and that's really the long and the short of it. Yeah, it does sound goofy, doesn't it? Anyway, but there's a whole bunch of them out there. One of the best known is Reiki, and one that's called therapeutic touch, where they actually don't touch you, they go like this, is used by nurses, and supposedly over 40,000 nurses have been trained, if you will, in therapeutic touch. And folks, it just doesn't work. Take my word. Well, don't take my word for it. Go out there and look for yourselves. But let me see. Then there's one called Body Talk. Body Talk is really great. They hit you in the solar plexus and then tap you on the head to shoot the energy in. I'm not kidding. You can look that up too. Then there's Quantum Touch, Jin Chen Wakdork, on and on and on and on, like a million of them. But this one's kind of interesting, and I thought you might like to know about this. And as I said, hey, it's from the internet, so what are we talking about here? But bear with me, because when we get to the end of this, I think you're going to get a chuckle out of everything, okay? So bear with me. So it's what is Jin Chen Wakdork? Okay. Is the synthesis of centuries-old Eastern acupressure and life force energy therapies. One of the primary concerns of the therapy, by the way, I'm going to speak rapidly to get through this so you don't fall asleep, is bringing the chi into harmony. That's that energy. Chi can best be described as the universal natural energy of the universe. Each of us as individuals has our own chi, our own life force energies. The body is made up of millions and millions of atoms and cells, all of which interact with each other. When the interactions are degraded because of, sorry, degraded because of physical, emotional, or psychic pathologies, the chi becomes compromised and the well-being of the body is thrown out of harmony as the life force energies are diminished and thrown into a state of disorganization. Jin Chen Wakdork recognizes that when the body is under attack, the body's natural rhythm gets out of sync and the energies become blocked, diverted, and disorganized, and the body's natural abilities to fight off illness is diminished. Excuse me. Please hang in there. It's going to be funny soon. Or funnier. Diminished. When this happens, the body enters a state of disharmony. Whoa! And many maladies and ailments may come into being, and those already present can increase in intensity. While there are many energy manipulation and therapy techniques available, Jin Chen Wakdork offers a quick, non-invasive method of bringing the natural harmony back to the body and to restore the body's natural rhythm. Jin Chen Wakdork also addresses the spiritual, emotional, and mental well-being as well as the physical. The basis is having all spheres of our being in balance. Okay, hang in there. Okay, we're getting to a good point. I'm going to skip some of this stuff. How does it differ from other therapies? Well, it tells you actually, how it works and what they do and all that kind of stuff. And how often should you have one? It talks about we all have our individual harmony clocks, and it goes into that. It says what the fees are, and then it has. They also sell products. Most of these folks do sell products, and they have tea, and they have this elixir. The elixir is a highly energizing mixture of herbs and a pleasant tasting light syrup base, and they sell that. But here's the important part. Note, the herbs and teas used in our products are carefully chosen and can only be found in one mountain range in the Quanting province of China. And of course they're promoting their own stuff. Accept no substitutes. Look for the familiar Jin Chen Wakdork trademark. Both of the above products enhance the therapeutic process and during our clinical trials prove to prolong energy field improvements. Okay, let's see. What else are these folks selling? Are you still out there? Is anybody out there? Up until recently, I only averaged about 12 views per video, and then Mr. Crabman, sorry Aaron, he did a segment on his channel, and boy, it was overwhelming. I went from 9 subscribers up to I think I now have 69. I was inundated with email, not complaining, but I did get overwhelmed. I had like over 150 or something, you know, emails coming like every second, and I'm trying to catch up and answer, you know, all of these things. Hey, I'm off the subject here. What was I working up to? Oh well. Anyway, back to this. They also have training, of course. In other words, if you want to, I love the words these people use, modality. In other words, if you would like to be trained in this modality, it tells you about that. They have a couple of different programs. Let me see, there's a couple of different options. And of course, there are some, after this, you have to pass a test. You have to sit for the boards, you know, the Jin Chen Wakdork boards. They have a 2-year program. They have classes every weekend. That's $17,500 annually. They have a 3-month intensive course, and the classes meet daily. Well, let me go to part 2. Be right back. Be right back.